Welcome to We the People, a new birth of freedom. Jericho here. We've been talking about tyrants and their bullshit. There's so much to say. Where do I begin? Primarily, the Democratic Party have been tyrants, bullies, and dictators since they fought the abolition of slavery. They fought women having rights. And on we could go, clear up into the early 1960s when Wallace was the governor of a southern state who was a Democrat. And he wanted segregation in his state between the generic classification of blacks and whites. He completely took the abolition of slavery amendment. If you don't know which one that is, go look it up. Where it says that slavery would not exist in the United States or any of its territories or its jurisdiction, nor involuntary servitude. Nor involuntary servitude. But Wallace spit in the face of our founding document, spit in the face of Abraham Lincoln, spit in the face of those that fought the Civil War, and said, I don't give a shit what's been written. I don't give a shit what they thought. I want segregation. I want coerced, controlled, mandated segregation. That's what I want. And in his inaugural speech, he said, I say segregation today, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever. Involuntary servitude mandated by a governor of the United States of America, violating the law of the land, the law of our republic, because he got away with it. But who stepped up to the challenge? Not a politician. Dr. Martin Luther King. Dr. Martin Luther King was the instrument that was used to overturn Wallace's mandate. Are you following me now? Nor involuntary servitude shall be in the United States of America. And during this pandemic, under the guise of a medical emergency, under the guise of a pandemic, under the guise of medical authority, the First Amendment's been violated. Churches have been told to shut down. Businesses have been told to shut down, threatened with pulling their business license if they don't. But what businesses? Those that the politicians deemed non-essential. But we are under no involuntary servitude. That's what we live under. But they're mandating it. You will shut down. You will serve my decree. You will serve my authority. You will serve my mandate. Or I'll pull your business license. I'll fine you. You see where we're at? You know, for a long time now, we've heard the expression, the dumbing down of America. Friends, we're way past the dumbing down of America. We've stooped to the lowest of stupidity. The blind leading the blind. But a free people, a people that understand life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, live by their choices, by what they consent to, as long as it doesn't violate someone else's consent. We do not live by mandates and coercion and threats and intimidation and dictatorship and totalitarianism. Now, if you want to live that way, then you need to pack your bags and get your little butt out of this country and go to a country, a nation, where they live under a totalitarian government, where they live under dictators. Because it's coming down to a showdown. As our founding fathers, after negotiation, after patience, after long suffering, trying to negotiate the principles of freedom, it came to picking up armaments, and we are getting very, very, very close. You want to wake the sleeping giant? Is that what they want to do? They want to wake the sleeping giant? The most dangerous people in the world are the most peaceful people in the world. You don't believe that? Look at our military. We do our best to live in peace with our neighboring nations and countries. But then there comes a time when we have to be deadly, dangerous, violent. And look what we can do when we turn that switch. What do you think millions and millions of peaceful Americans can do when they're forced to pick up arms and defend their lives, defend liberty, and defend their pursuit of happiness, which are the things that they own? It's their property. You see where we're at? Tyranny is here, folks. Dictatorship is here. Mandates are here. Slavery is here. If they tell you to shut your business down, are you going to do it? You're going to fall under their dictatorship and submit to their authority of making you a slave? Or are you going to stand up and say, no, I'm a free person. I live in a free country. I'll decide how I want to handle the flu and pandemics. It's none of the government's business. Until next time, God bless. Be a true American patriot.